All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. It's our first week of December. All positivity. Yes, we did have one of the toughest months yet this year. And actually, it's the past 2 weeks, well, the last 2 weeks of November. That was really quite tough. But nonetheless, it's a new month, it's a new week, um, full of opportunities. So let's do this. All right. So um, let me just jump to the 50 minutes on Bitcoin. We have a few things to discuss actually for this whole week. Okay, we have manufacturing PMI. We also have NFP on Friday, so I'm super excited for that. I just quickly want to drag out my volume profile for the week. Okay, Monday 10. You know what? I'll actually do it from Monday. Give it to me from 1 o'clock to Friday at mid. Okay. All right. So just looking at the high volume area on Bitcoin, we have this area over here, okay, as the high volume area, which is also called the value area on Bitcoin. And then we do have point of control over here on this line, which I'll just color in red and just move down a little bit so it overlaps, obviously. Okay, it doesn't want to do it like that. And try and figure it out like this. Okay, I'm happy with that one. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we are currently trading inside of the value area on Bitcoin for the previous trading week. Obviously, Bitcoin, the cryptocurrencies, are being traded over the weekend as well. But I'm not taking that into consideration, as if you can see, the volume is so little to none. Okay, so I'd rather focus on this area over here. Something that is standing out for me is this the price level that we are currently sitting at, because you can see we had a massive green volume spike, okay, massive buying volume, and then afterwards we actually pushed up quite nice, and then again we had these two massive green volume blocks. Again, the market pushed up quite nice, and we are currently finding some support at this price level. We also see volume is currently dropping a little bit. As we are continuing to create lower lows. So this area is definitely my point of interest. Okay, if we can get a nice reaction off of point of control, I would love to look for a little buy position and take the trade to the upper side. So just wait for that bounce. We also do have Thursday's high volume area around point of control, and also Monday's high volume area around the point of control for the previous week. Okay, so this is what I'll be looking for. If we can get a nice reaction, I'll look for a buy. But if we work through this price level, I'll just stay put because we tend to range then around point of control. Okay, jumping to Ethereum, massive red week to say the least. Okay, Ethereum jumped up really nice from this previous resistance area, which became support. Beautiful upwards move, to say the least. Super happy about that move. If I just quickly go to again to get my volume profile from Monday, I'll do it again at Monday 1 o'clock. There we go. To Friday, quarter to 11. There we go. Okay, what are the odds of the market pushing exactly back or pushing back exactly towards our high volume area and point of control with that massive week? Okay, if you still think this is a coincidence, I really don't know what else to prove to you or to show to you. But just look at that. What are the chances of us reacting exactly off of this price level with that week? Super interesting stuff. Okay, now this is actually a good sign because now I know what I want to see on Bitcoin. Okay, because I also want to see the same type of reaction on Bitcoin's previous week's high volume area or point of control. So really, really looking forward to see if we can also get that reaction of Bitcoin. Okay, then we talking about the big guy, Ripple. Okay, we were super bullish since last week, Tuesday, on Ripple. I know there's a few people who actually looked at this analysis and obviously under their own decisions, they bought in on Ripple and they did phenomenally. Like they are still holding Ripple. So yeah, nice little chart pattern forming here. Might see another breakout at the upper side. Okay, as you know, I'm not really the biggest fan of chart patterns because we've analyzed it so many times and so many times it's not doing its thing. Okay, but a nice little bullish pennant forming. Okay, nice buying volume pushing upwards, having a bit of a consolidation. Now we want to see that breakout to the upper side. That's usually how a bullish pennant works. Okay, perhaps looking at the $3 level on Ripple. The $3 level might be super interesting on Ripple. Okay, obviously, this is how it should look like, okay? But we tend to see it to break to the downside and then come back down. But just looking at all the stats off of Ripple, I mean, XRP surged over 20% on Friday, reaching a market cap of $107 billion at a price of $1.87. But we are far above that level. Okay. but it's just because a stable coin got approved, Ripple's stable coin. So we might still see an upwards move, a continuation. Okay, and then Doge. I'm a very optimistic guy. Okay, I like the really affordable, cheap, um, extremely cheap alternative coins like Doge. Okay, we want to see the market push back towards this high, and that's exactly what we had. The market broke really nicely through that area, and we started creating highs, higher highs, and stuff like that. Um, then we had a bit of a range going on, and then we had a nice breakout out of that range. So now I'm still really bullish on Dogecoin. Okay, jumping to the Forex markets. Okay, we want to see that nice bounce off of this price level. We did reach take profit 2 on our Euro USD trade idea. Obviously after quite a lengthy range, okay, to say the least. And then we actually pushed down this morning, early morning. And if your stop loss was at break even, you would have been stopped out. Okay. Or even after your first take profit has been reached, you also would have been stopped out. So yeah, really massive sell-off. I'm still bullish off of Euro USD, just because we had really good inflation numbers, okay, which obviously will make Euro USD more, the euro more valuable. So if we just quickly go look at, actually start this one from 9 o'clock up until Friday's quarter to 11. Okay, we did push back towards the high volume area on Euro USD. Just want to mark this out. Okay, and also our point of control down here that I also want to mark out. We can get a push to the downside towards this level. I'll again look for a buy, and then look obviously at this high for a take profit. And we do have this new week opening gap that we could also use as a target. Okay, that's the analysis on Euro USD and GBP USD. We didn't fall as quick on GBP USD than we did on Euro USD. Okay, just remove all drawings again. Okay, so I'm not going to draw out a volume profile for GBP USD. I'm not that interested in trading GBP USD. I'd rather look at Euro USD. Why? Because we had fundamentals. We have this nice little resistance area which became support for what it's worth. So now I want to see a reaction at this price level to also push upwards. Okay, we might not see that immediate upwards push. We might not see that immediate upwards push. We might first see a downwards move, okay, and then that upwards push. So yeah, Euro USD is just a bit more clear for me at this stage. Okay, lekker. So that's it on GBP USD and Euro USD. Looking at USD JPY, we found beautiful resistance at the previous week's, one of the previous week's lows. Okay, the Wednesday low actually. Then we use it as a beautiful resistance area, and again we use it as a beautiful resistance area. And this morning, we actually missed a really nice entry because we had nice resistance forming from the 200 exponential moving average, as you can see over here, and we closed below that resistance area with this candle. So that would have been a really, really nice entry, and just take the market to the downside towards the high volume area for the previous week, perhaps like Friday's high volume area. That could have been really, really interesting. Okay, so definitely expecting a bit of a continuation. Okay, we also might first see that upwards push again and then the downwards move. So if we can get that upwards move, I'll definitely look for a short position on US and JPY. But if we continue to push lower, I'll obviously don't look for a short position because my entry will be way too late. Okay, so I'm only looking at those three main currency pairs as of now. And then looking at the commodities, okay, we want to see that upwards, the downwards push on Brent crude. Found some resistance at the 200 exponential moving average. And then we first actually had a bit of a rally upwards and then we came back down. So super glad I didn't even look to trade this. We are going to have some mixed emotions on Brent crude with Ukraine surrendering a piece of its land to Russia. So it's quite interesting. So the commodities will be extremely volatile. So I'll just be super cautious when I'm looking for a trade. So if we just go look at the volume profile for the previous week, quarter to 11, or quarter to 10. We are currently trading around the high volume area for the previous week. So just looking at this, I am expecting a downwards move, immediate downwards move. If we can close like this, we need to close like this if I want to see that downwards move. Okay. So just back towards the support level. Jumping to gold. Okay, we spoke about two scenarios and literally both scenarios played out. We want to see that bounce off of the previous week's value area high. And we did get a bit of a bounce. We didn't really touch it. Okay. But we got a bit of a bounce to the upper side. And then immediate after that, we also pushed downwards. Okay, so we also looked at the downwards push. We want to see the market close below value area high for the previous week, so not like last week, the second last week of November. And then we actually did push down. We got that nice reaction. And then 1:15 this morning, we actually had a nice little sell-off. Okay, back towards point of control. Now, what are the odds of this happening? Okay, exactly. We plotted it out, and that's exactly what we got. Okay, you could have looked actually at two trades during Friday. You could have looked for that buy position with a really tight take profit 1 and 2 and a really tight stop loss. And then you could have looked for that short position also with a really tight stop loss and a really tight take profit. And your ultimate take profit could have been the 200 exponential move. Oh no, the point of control for the previous week. Well, previous week. So yeah, super interesting stuff here, to say the least. I actually do want to keep out or keep these levels on my chart and then still drag out the last week's levels. So let's see something here. Okay. Okay, so quite a bit of noise going on. Let me just drag out previous week's value area high, value area low. And then what I'll do is I'll actually just mark this as black and then mark the previous week's point of control as red. Okay, and that's value area high for the previous week. And this is value area low for the previous week. Okay, so I want to see if we can see some, well, a really nice reaction at either one of these levels. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels that we could see potential really nice moves from off. So yeah, this week is more about patience for me than anything else. So I'll be super patient and just wait for the best setup to arise in order for me to take the best opportunity. Okay, but that's going to be it for this session. Thank you so much to everyone who participated. Thank you so much to everyone who joined. It's the first session of December, and we have a stacked week full of sessions. So I'm really looking forward to this week. Yeah, I think we are going to have a lot of opportunities to capitalize off on. So yeah, thanks again for everyone who joined. I hope you had a great weekend and I hope you have a great Monday morning. Cheers, everyone. See you later today at 4 o'clock. for our New York pre-market analysis session.